Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Hugo. I'm over here at the caster's desk, and we're ready to get into this one. Stellar stuff from the boys over on the desk. They've always been putting in great work.
Yeah,
big fan of them.
killing it, really.
Alongside me is Hugo Byron.
Oh, hello.
How you feeling, man, as we get into this one? North NIP, it's Nuke, it's a lot of ends, and a lot of endings, perhaps, as well, for one of these two teams.
Yeah,
they're done.
I mean, I'm having an identity crisis as well. I don't know what segment I'm on, what job I'm doing, Harry, what desk I should even be standing at, but regardless, I'm happy to be here. Nuke on the cards for this next map. And after that absolute, length of a game back on Overpass, who knows what we're in store for here? We've already seen overtimes, as said, and I am all down for many, many more. Winner of this map, likely going to be, or definitely going to be solidifying their spot in the Pro League Finals in Odense near the end of the year. And we're straight into the action, Harry. T-side start for NIP. It's going to be a fast A play. Cajun up in heaven. The A site is empty for North. They've left it dormant, giving Ninjas the control. Now, there is a kit and lots of utility to get back into things. So bomb down and 5-on-5 post spot, not your most common situation on this map.
No, certainly not. And luckily enough for North, this is by design. AZ's got these two flashbangs, right? He's going to throw these in through heaven. We actually saw teams back at the Asian mine a while ago attempt this, and it's kind of risen to some popularity since then. But this round, it's really not gone the way the North wanted it to. NIP, they're going to take that one by storm. They'll go up 1-0. They get that T-side pistol round locked in. And now for North, they do likely just have to sit on their laurels and offer us not much in this round.
Yeah, I mean, they could, of course, force. Pretty common to see in the second round CT buy, but North maybe just wanting to get their guns in sooner rather than later. And I respect it, right? Of course, I think of all maps, Nuke second rounds are probably the best to force in out of anything. But at the end of the day, rifles sooner rather than later does sound better. Especially considering you don't want to give away too many free rounds to NIP on this T side.
Well, especially because, and this is such a unique situation to be in as well. For North, they're coming into this, and you're 1-0 up in the series. You might normally look at that as, oh, thank God, okay, we can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. We've still got a third map in the chamber. But no, if you go 3 maps North, you are not reaching the finals.
Yeah.
So
even if you win the series,
this is now do or die for the Danes.
It's like a best of 2, Harry.
It is basically a best of 2.
I mean, best of 2 is just 2 best of 1s, really. It's all over the place, as are NIP right now with a player out in the yard. Lecro, one of the SMGs outside, not what you would expect typically, but it's not a worry as North once again give up this A-bomb site, and NIP have worked that one out pretty quickly. Bomb getting planted, and a 5-on-4 on the post plant. North are all about damage in this one. USPs and nothing else, so no rush to really take these engagements, especially knowing that SMGs are in play. They don't want to give away that kill reward. So take your time, make NIP work for these kills, try and draw them into your crossfires. And that's what Yugi and Kiebi are attempting to do outside, although Lecro wrapping back round, finding one. That's actually from Silo. Rez even catching Cajun going aggressive in the lobby, and it's all a bit of a formality here for North. Run, Forrest, run! I'm not a smart man.
Laughs like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
But NIP, they got 2 rounds, Harry. And Forrest is dead. At least he's got his legs.
Yeah, man, I don't remember the film ending that way.
No. Who knows what was in that box of chocolates, Harry?
Yeah, man.
Maybe cyanide. Maybe not, but maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Create a lot of powerful enemies, you know? Lieutenant Dan.
I'm a big Lieutenant Dan fan.
Good for you, Harry. Good for you.
Oh.
Support our troops.
Oh, hang on a minute. Look at this. NIP, they're running straight into this A-bomb site. A fast round from them, but it's not an A play. Instead, they'll take the ramp room. They get a 1-for-1, but Yugi's there to keep the advantage in favor of North. They get down through ramp. You can see Forrest here, first man in. Trying to try and get past AZ. Twist has been left back up in the lobby. He can try and come in late, but a lot of this now relying on this bomb actually going down towards the B side of the map. AZ hidden in this smoke. Plopsky's gonna go through, but they've just missed one another. There we go. Plopsky will deal with AZ, and it's the 3-on-3 once again, but already North are here. They're knocking on the door of NIP, and this ramp rotation from Yugi could prove to be so valuable for North. He comes in late. right. Twist having to reposition into the window. Ready to take this fight onto Gade. Will he get jump scared by this crouching man? Half the height, Gade. Might be half the size, but it's twice the firepower as he shuts down Twist. Plopsky now alone.
Yeah, and stuck in the open. They're going to spot him from Decon. Kiebi's got the info, and Plopsky couldn't get back to Dark in time. I like that idea, though, from NIP. What they did is when Plopsky planted on that very off position in the smoke, Twist blew the door open with a grenade and took control towards the radio. If he doesn't die there to Gade, if he stays alive, the door's been blown open, so he can easily get an angle onto a diffuser on that bomb and then run up to the windows and switch positions, get really annoying in a clutch scenario. So there was a world in which NIP could have definitely picked that up with the bomb plant position, but Kiebi, a couple of massive frags from him, and Gade as well, stopping that B play. North getting their first round on the board here on the CT side, nice and early, proving that the waiting for the rifles in round number 3 was more than worth it. We've got a scout out for Twist now, no AWP, rifles here for NIP, and Kriegs have been handed over 3 of them. That is scary stuff.
Oh, one of these pesky Kriegs finds itself on Kiebi. He's holding towards outside, and he so often plays this smoke. He so often plays around it, and he's so at home. He's so good here, and he tries to slip away. Will get caught by Plopsky at least, but before he goes, a bit of a parting gift as he does 78 points of damage onto that man. Brings him down to the one-shot potential with any of these rifles over on the CT side. So they've softened NIP up. But NIP do have outside control, and they're going to try and put that to good use now. Oh, he's going to go through this, mate. Twist, not Plopsky. Twist goes running in. He's got Plopsky with him. That's why I'm confused. And Lekro's here as well. The trio of Swedes go into the bomb site and into the moors of Gade, but he's only good for one. Yugi trying to stand the test of time, and it's a team ace for North. Everyone pulls their weight. A second round on the board for the Danes.
A team ace, otherwise known as an observer's nightmare, as everyone's stepping up there for the Danish side of things. And yeah, the CT side beginning to be pieced together now, as you would expect, right? NIP's money going to start to dwindle as North get back-to-back rounds in this half. Pistols now going to be a factor here for the Pyjama boys. Got a smoke on Plopsky. Everyone else just light upgrade pistols on 3. Crossing towards red, but only one man outside here. NIP going to be putting the bulk of this, this push in the lobby. One more on Silo to join, that's going to be Forrest, but Plopsky's got the D and he's looking for a kill. Everyone coming outside, it's a Silo party right now.
Well, you know, weather's good, sky is blue. Maybe not for much longer if the T-side get their way. Have you seen that post about the lore of CSGO and Nuke maybe being the final mission? Well, right now it is North's final mission to close this one out here and now. And Plopsky opening things up on Uazi. Quite the scarp to find when you think about his performance in the round prior. And maybe a chance that these pistols can find something. But thankfully, Kiebi is not missing a beat. But he is beating a Swede. And those are also 2 vegetables. So let's see. They've had 1, but they need to complete their 5 a day. NIP creeping forward outside, but no one here from North to challenge.
Oh, well, another vegetable added to the tally. Forrest comatose here outside. Fast A play, though, for NIP, and that's a quick shot from Yugi. Can he stop the bomb from going down? They've actually faked it. They cancelled it, and Twist, if he committed to that plant, he would have definitely had it. Kiebi comes in late, but Twist was out wide. He was actually safe for a second. That would have been a very important bomb plant, and I guess the surprise that Yugi was on the site was enough to get him off of it. Unfortunate stuff for NIP, who would have loved the extra $800 coming into this next rifle round, but they've got to buy regardless, Harry. They don't have a choice. Oh, these FOVs on the replays. Rush has done some tinkering, I think, and I'm loving it.
This is what I was going to say. So Rush, he came into me at the start of the day and he said, mate, I've been working on some new camera angles for Nuke.
Have you?
And it's only on Nuke, but I've been working on... Now, I don't think this is Rush observing, honestly.
No, it's not. It's Jakey. But the replays were in a very high FOV. I want the highest FOV for my replays. I want the players to look like it's an old school pro mod game. Yeah, it's Quake. There we go. You know, before my time, but sure. Either way, in this round, North They've got the information these smokes are outside, and they've sent a player down below. That's Yugi, NIP with 4 down the secret stairwell as Rez holds the lobby for re-aggression, tries to make sure that North don't have too much info. If North pushed lobby and got it for free, they could heavily rotate down towards B in anticipation of this lower attack. Right now, Yugi has no info in his position. He's just hoping that they come to him through that decon door. Rez is going to start to make a bit of a play out hut, and the rest of NIP making their presence very much known on this B-bomb site.
Forest opening up onto Cajun B. Rez has been holding for this lobby push all round long, but he gets found, and now it's these players down at the B site that have to try and get in, but they can't get past Yugi. Finally, Twist deals with him, but a 1v3 is where he finds himself, and with AZ wrapping in through decon, the flashbang is good as well. That kill locked in from afar. And that's another round on the board for North.
Harry, I've had word the Pigeons have delivered letters down to the studio. Rush is upping the FOV by 5 for every replay, as you can see. I told him more than 5. We need lots of FOV.
CS
this is sick, dude.
Like
this is awesome. I mean, the silos disappeared, but we can move past that. This looks awesome. I want the game like this. I don't want just the replays. I'm going to keep demanding more.
I do wish we could take our FOV above, I think it's like 68 is the maximum right now. I wish we could take it to 90, honestly.
I thought you were about to say 69 just for the sake of it. Just by 1. But, yeah, 90.
I'm not a child.
Well, not physically.
AZ, let's see. He's got memories of childhood here as players come barreling through and he's trying to shut them down, but no, he'll get toppled. Not exactly the sweet treat he was hoping for, but Gade is here to save the day, and he will mop up absolutely everybody. North 5-2. I tell you what, man, the Danes, they needed to 2-0 this series, and it's looking like it's a possibility. I mean, what a storyline that would be for North. A team that's like constantly been...
I want AWP zoomed in kills now. If the Krieg looks like that, what's the AWP like? Is it still just scope?
That's how you nerf the Krieg, right there, right?
You just make the barrel, the scope like 1 centimeter.
And it's like, man, you're seeing more, but only through that millimeter of eyeball.
Yeah. And, you know, it's like a balance, right? You get more out external view, right? The scope's no longer blocking anything, but there's nothing in the scope because it's only a pixel.
From like a, you know, realism point of view, I don't know how that would work. You lift the scope to your eye and you get like 4 vision of everything around you.
Yeah, but to finish your point, though, the crazy thing about this is NIP have had such a good run these last couple of days. If we look at the victories that they've had, they destroyed Big, right? 16-1ing them on their own map pick. They took a victory over G2, who have already qualified for those Pro League finals. So it's kind of crazy to think that there is a world, and a very likely world with how this game is going, that NIP will not be at the Pro League finals after, you know, such a strong couple of days. Of course, not to take it away from North, it's great to see them here, but I really thought NIP was a mainstay after seeing these first 2 days. Either way.
Yeah, I did not envision a world in which NIP did not make the finals. So if it all falls apart here and now, phenomenal for North. And what a story of this like comeback from a team that looked a little bit flat to suddenly reaching what seemed so impossible. And that's the thing, they've even kind of made that clear in the interviews. They do keep saying, like, we're not where we want to be right now at all. And they know it. So ramp play now coming through. Rez is going to get in first, and alongside him is Lecro, but briefly as his teammate gets removed. Rez does come in for a bit of sweet revenge. But you got to take the sweet with the salty. And Forest might be salty in a moment's time with Gade holding the lobby like this. If they try and go back towards this A site, which they very well could, considering they've got control of Heaven, Twist getting up into this position, Gade could tear this entire round apart. Luckily enough, NIP, they've migrated past him. Instead, it's Cajun B up through ramp who could make all the difference right now. That number 7 on the minimap. Gonna break down Forest, and with it, the bomb dropped.
It's awkward. AZ might get caught here as well. He looks away, but Twist was not ready for that position, and it's left Rez alone in a clutch. 15 seconds to get a 1-on-4. He might be able to kill AZ and facilitate a plant, but he's got to go right here, right now, and AZ is directly below him. Won't expect that position. The Krieg does not drop. AZ was hoping for a saving grace, but instead he'll have to stick to the M4. Regardless, a 6th round for North, and once again, NIP finding little with the rifles. That's a shame as well, right? NIP had so much control. They had Twist outside in the yard. They had that Heaven wrap. But yeah, like I said, if they were to back off into lobby, I've never watched replays, you know, so devoted to just not looking away. These are great.
Right, we're still up.
I've lost my point.
So we're upping it by what was it? 5 FOV every time?
No, I think he just meant he's upping it by 5 from the normal. I don't think he's continually upping it every single.
I swear
round.
it's getting worse. It feels like it's getting worse.
I think you mean better, but
well,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, better, worse. What's the difference?
Okay, let's just keep upping it then.
It's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay, he is. Yeah, I'm incorrect. Yeah, right. That's great, great. So by the end of the game, we're not going to be able to see what's going on.
Well, normally they call it a field of view, but we've more got like the Serengeti of view, like this
acres and acres of view.
Landscape. The
Sahara Desert.
We are the Eye of Sauron. We see literally everything.
Maybe too much.
Possibly. You know, with great power comes great responsibility, and no one knows that better than North. They've got to get into this site.
TikTok.
And they've got to get a move on. Twist is on this wrap, and that there could make all the difference because they believe that the back is clear. Twist, this round is in his hands. They get into the bomb site. He's buying his time, but they're already on it. He's got to get in fast, and Yugi turns around. The flank is shut down, and the round goes the way of North. 7-2 in their advantage. NIP, since getting that pistol round under their belt, they haven't found anything.
What a great couple of rounds from North. Really, really decisive on that defuse. Yugi covering the backline. Twist had to run, right? He snuck as far as he could, but with his teammate already in the double door, he had to take the long route round towards... Oh, this is gross. This is like Krunker.io right now. That's crazy. 7-2 though, and yeah, North just really playing as a unit right now on the CT side. Despite their pretty skew-if map win percentage here on Nuke, it is not holding them back. Popsky tagging Yugi in the yard. He gets away in time though. Able to flash his way back to safe day as NIP tries to push outside. Twist has kind of had enough of this though. Molly's landing in all directions. Kiebi, he's going to get flashed out more than likely from this position. Yugi has one primed, or at least did, but now he's going to come back to the ramp play. Cajun again dropping Popsky. Oh, he's got the drop on Kiebi. Kier by as he doesn't check his close corner. And now down towards the B site, the Ninjas will run. Or not.
Well, yeah, they've got ramp control, and now they will decide for that. Cajun B locked down here all alone. The Beast at this site of the map, but he's dodging death, but not for long. Twist is finally able to deal with him. AZ, first man in, last man out. Let's see what's all about. It's Lecro in that trade, and now Gade, Yugi, 2 versus 3. That bomb still yet to go down. NIP have got to retrieve that, and this ramp flank is coming in from the Danish AWP. Silence falls across the map, albeit briefly. That's because they're waiting for Plopsky to come in on this flank. But instead of yielding them a kill, instead of making their jobs easier, it's now gotten a lot harder for NIP. 2 versus 2. They've lost that man advantage, and every second that they waste, well, is a second wasted, needless to say. They've got 15 seconds on this clock, and the bomb is dropped once again. Let go down into the arms of Gade, and North, an 8th round.
Perfectly played round from Gade there. As soon as he gets a kill to Plopsky, he opens the door, and even though he doesn't take that fight, just the door being open dedicates so much attention from NIP that Yugi is able to come down the ramp room and get another kill, get rid of that bomb. Gade wrapping double door and even finishing off Lecro. Just a pitch perfect round there by North, as these all have been since those opening 2. SFOV is looking a little bit too normal for my liking, but regardless, 8 rounds here on this CT side. Quick mollies to stop those vent dives. Nothing happening here for NIP. Gade's gone aggressive, and Plopsky again getting picked up by this man, this time at the start of the round, and an opening kill for the Danes. Oh, missed smokes because of the molly. That's a big factor. Kiebi threw his Molotov towards that red box, and now NIP, they weren't trying to commit towards the outside smokes. They were using them as a fake, but North now know that is not the intention. And the thing is, NIP don't know that North know that it's not B.
Oh, hang on a minute. I've got to try and navigate that one.
Think they sold the fake, but North know it's a fake.
There we go. Eloquently put, my friend. And now into a Gade gets caught staring at the ground with Cajun. 2 kills from him up in heaven, looking for more. Kiebi sat by this smoke, and it's into their demise. They go. North 9-2. What is this, man? The Danes, they're so hungry to take this to Pro League finals in Denmark. They want to be in front of that crowd. There's already so many Danish teams locked in. They don't want to be the one that was excluded from the party. You don't want to be that one kid in class who didn't get invited to the big do, all right? They're trying to get there, and they just might. It was such a hard challenge for North. You know, you look at this and you say, you can't just win the series. That in and of itself is a challenge. No, you've got to win it in 2. And they're almost making it feel, I mean, they're not. They are making it feel very, very possible.
Yeah, that's again that comes down to the 4-man A stack and a 4-on-4 right there, because North had the information. Kiebi realized it wasn't outside control, and the issue is with throwing those outside smokes is if you don't have anyone committing behind them, you don't know if they've landed. You don't know if North have a player in secret that's spotted behind red. So really, for NIP, you're kind of left without an option. You couldn't dedicate a player down because you'd already lost Plopsky in the hut to Gade, and as a result, they walk into a completely stacked A bomb site. And North keep up this streak, looking unstoppable right now on the CT side of Nuke. Pistols for these ninjas. Pocket Pyjamas filled with little CZs and Deegs. What can they do with them? Smokes this time landing correctly. They do get players down towards B. Kiebi not here to stop them. He's actually in the yard just watching that main push. Won't be a factor though. Bomb is down B, but only 2 players, so it's not like NIP can really gamble on getting a bomb plant, especially with Cajun rotating into position to watch for this exact play. Still NIP dormant in the lobby, waiting for aggression.
And man, for Nip, you can't help but feel like going through their heads right now. They know that they were not only the favorites in this series, were it like, you know, your average series, but they had a chance to close out Overpass. That alone would have got them to the finals. They take it to a double overtime. That falls through the cracks. They come into Nuke, their map pick, and they only need 1 map. They don't even need to win the series. No. And it's gotten off to this much of a dire start. I don't think you can begin to even feel what's going through the minds of NIP right now. This is where you need your players like Forest really to kind of, you know, try and inspire these young guns on the side of NIP to spring back into action. Because right now they're just getting walked all over, and no one's made Nip that look this vulnerable on Nuke thus far at the Pro League or on any map, really. Yeah. Yugi's in with 1. He's looking to pad those stats, and pad them he shall. They're now lined with the finest felt as he picks up 3 down towards the B bomb site.
Swedish skin in these suits, Harry. And North.
Swedish skin suits. Is that like a site that you're looking to start up?
It's actually my new band name, but yeah.
You get right. Freiburg on drums.
Yeah, Fifth Laren, he plays the maracas, just in the background, giving them a shake. It's a work in progress. 10-2. This isn't a work in progress for North. This is very much successful as they sit 10-2 up. We've got Kriegs back out for NIP. No AWP on this T side, but Twist had the money for it, so opting against that weapon. And considering how fast these rounds have been, Harry, Overpass was a slog. That was a long one. Obviously, you know, a comeback from 11-4. But this game, these rounds have been so quick, so decisive as North lay down the pain, guillotining these ninjas. Will there be any more T-side rounds? Sometimes you just need 1 just to break the mold, just to get you into the swing of things, but Yugi is not missing right now on this lower bomb site. Another AWP kill to open up with a man advantage here for North. 2 players waiting top site right now, and NIP, they might just go back into it. What else have they got? They've got no control. Again, this coverage from Kiebi will disallow Letko from splitting Mini unless he checks his position, and he is at least putting his eyes on it. Smoke will allow him to cross. Kiebi can spam, but doesn't want to give away where he is. Now, AZ needs to move. He knows it's Letko coming in through main, and a push from Hut Forest. Oh, missing the timing. Letko's going to save the day. AZ with 1. He's dropped the bomb. Twist with the trade. 3 on 2. The package can be picked up and planted, but it needs to hurry up now as Kiebi's coming from that garage.
Oh, and the longer this has taken, he's distracted them from Cajun B, who delivers death swiftly onto Rez. Twist now alone and an impossible clutch to find, and Mr. Cajun B is just not letting up. Another round for the Danes. There is no stopping them. We speak about Nuke as home turf for Danish squads, and for North, it was one that they'd lost for the longest time. It felt like it was a map that was slipping through the cracks, but here, the Danes, they've planted their flag, and they're trying to retake this Nuke. They'll get another 11 rounds now over on the CT side. Tactical pause for Nip, and I mean, my word, what a worrying state of affairs. One thing I think that's really quite sad is Plopsky, someone who has just been phenomenal for NIP all Pro League long, is still doing great, but it's the rest of the gang, the other 4 that have fallen off and gone completely quiet. Plopsky, I think, the only man in double digits right now for NIP, the only man even close.
Certainly not what you want to be seeing here for fans of the Ninjas.
I tell you what, mate, the thing that makes it even more problematic is Kirby is just the master of outside. That doesn't just pertain to this CT side. No, T side, he is a menace, right? Like, he's so good at these mini plays, right? And getting down through secret, getting this information right now. Kirby, speak of the devil, and he shall appear, the nightmare of NIP, but Plopsky is the dream catcher, snuffs him out of this round, and takes that man advantage for NIP.
The Dayman, Harry, in the yard, and Fighter of the Nightman, he will pick that up. Maybe even Champion of the Sun.
Master of Karate.
And Friendship.
For everyone.
Dayman.
Fighter of the Nightman. Oh, Champion of the Sun. Oh. Man, you're so good at doing
I hope this isn't wasted
on
people.
Let's see.
Here we go, 5 on 3.
Plopsky really is the Dayman right now. And here's Yugi inside of the bomb site with this up. He gets pressured. Oh, real pressure now as he's shut up. Forest doubling up even onto his teammate there to get that kill, but it doesn't matter. Finally, NIP, they break an 11-round drought. They get their 3rd on the board. If they 4-11 this half, comeback potential still on the cards.
Yeah, I mean, that was the exact scoreline they did on Overpass, right? Trying to look at silver linings here, Harry. Trying to be positive. And hey, yeah, sometimes, right, we talked about it, sometimes it just takes 1 round just to stem the bleeding, just to get your heads back in the game. But the issue is that 1 round for NIP comes in number 14. Now they only have 1 more chance, so 11-4 max, and they're going to speed up the pace once again. Fast into main for Plopsky. He's already out into the A site. North have no idea. They have no one here. A man inside of Hut. They've got to be aware of the possibility, and Forest will deck Gade. Been in that position 1 too many times, and this time getting punished. It's Nip on this A site with a Molotov to cut Yugi out of heaven. He's got to wait for the rotate. On plant in. This is a good position for Nip. They haven't been in one like this for a while. This
is like the first real round of NIP T side that we've got to see. It's a 4-on-4 with bomb planted. North on for the retake twist. Ooh, no! It looked like he got the it looked like he missed it, then he got it, then he missed it again. And sometimes that's the way of the world, but Lekro's not missing. Neither is Plopsky. Yugi's in with the trade. Forest now dodging death inside of the site. Yugi's down from heaven, and Forest will put him in the grave. 3 kills for him in that round there. Finally, a few key players for NIP coming alive. Is it too little too late? They only need to pick this map up, or else it's all said and done. 11-4 North, looking good. Join us after a break to see who wins Nuke.
They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again. Oh, you bring me to life.
It's Slaughter City on the CT side of Nuke. North absolutely tearing NIP a new one. 11 rounds on the CT side. Now, of course, that's what they did on the T side back of Overpass, and that game still ended up in double overtime. Despite that, North closing out the previous map, and they just need one more to head to those Pro League finals in Odense. Same story for NIP, only needing to take Nuke in this series, and they qualify alongside G2 in this group. But right now, they're going to need the comeback of all ages.
The stakes are high, and one map is all that is needed. Otherwise, NIP will literally and figuratively miss the boat. 11-4 at the end of that first half. Pistol round now underway. Gade and Cajun picking up utility. AZ's already deep outside, and the flashbang good to thwart that man out from Mini. That stopped Forest from taking the peak. Ramp control coming in the meantime from North, but it's actually not. They decide against that. They go towards A. Kirby's going to help out with one, and Forest not able to connect those shots. Drop. Rez, he's got the bomb. He's having an identity crisis. He thinks he's Danish, but now sitting on it, they know that he's here. They've got to try and flush him out. Players coming in from heaven. Kirby's dodging shots like he's from the Matrix, but he's somehow still alive. And now Rez alone, 1v3 in the clutch. And he's sat on this bomb like a mother hen defending her nest. What can he do now as players looming around every single corner? A minute left on the clock. North, they're not shy on time. There's safety in numbers. So the Danes group on up and they try and grab this together. Now that they've got it, down the vent they go. Rez, any chance he has just gone out the window and down through the vent with Yugi.
And instantly, Yugi backing up as well. No kills being given up from North. This is a near unwinnable clutch for Rez. Bomb in the open. Only now just clearing the site, realizing that North have tucked themselves back into the secret stairwell. Rez opens the door, and Kiebi's just going to take his face off North, starting off the half in style. 12 rounds. And really, at that point, Harry, NIP, they needed the pistol. They needed everything they can get. And right now, they've got nothing to their name.
And this is the horrible thing now for NIP, with leaving so little room on this scoreboard as to them to get back into it. It's that awkward decision of, you know, we're 12-4 down. This is the only map we need. If we don't get it, we're not reaching the finals. So do we take the Force? Do we eco? And they're going to go for the Force buy. Now, a loss in this one means that they're either going to be Force buying till the end of this map, or they have to give up a 4-14 scoreline. I'm assuming a little there, though. But with the bomb getting down through vent, how on earth are you going to get back into this round if you're NIP? The only hope that they can have is maybe dealing with some of these lobby players. But with already so many kills coming in for North, surely not. Twist almost doubling down. 1 HP on Gade. He is the jammiest man alive. And this is going to be a 13th on the board for North.
NIP, more a couple of marmalade boys, and Electro is going to find Gade in the lobby, but a small consolation, Harry. It's a North round done and dusted. It's just about kills here for NIP. What guns can they find? What weapons can they steal into that follow-up rifle round? Or eco, I say rifle round, assuming, but NIP, they forced here. They're going to be on pistols up against 13. We'll be buying at 14-4 here. Still a chance for them to get some damage here with the saved weapons on Lekro and Rez, right? Bit of armor kept forward, that UMP as well. Lekro can drop a deagle over to his teammate because he's got both a pistol and a primary. But I'm really trying to draw positives from this situation, and the only positives right now are the ones in the camp of North. Just a few rounds away from booking their tickets to Odense. What have we got from NIP in this one? Maybe a lobby crunch could be the best call. Bring these pistols in the face of North, but right now it's North setting the pace. They don't want anyone pushing them down, and Cajun is already down towards that lower bomb site with the bomb. Again, not getting countered by NIP. AZ holding on to these rotations. Forrest died from this position before coming down the vent, and Rez, similar situation, but weapon swap for AZ. Unfortunate timing. Luckily does not get punished for it. Gets a chance to throw the smoke down. Now in the yard, Rez finding Kiebi. That's a gun, and more specifically an AK. Forrest might look to save that for the follow-up round, as this retake is unrealistic, but Forrest getting caught as Yugi, he's still in the spawn. The bomb's down on B and lurking everywhere. North will not give NIP the satisfaction of getting away with guns. Yugi, and he might not just be done looking for Rez, getting the tag. Gade has killed Plopsky meanwhile on that lower site, and at this point, just a couple of kills away for North to get this 14th. Red's hoping for that AK in the yard, but it's just not going to get given, and Cajun will give it to him, wrapping back from Secret. And here it is. The last 2 rounds, Harry, very potentially if NIP can't pull things together.
I'm already starting to see those little glimmers of Kirby towards outside that we wanted to see so much, right? Like, we're already getting them in. Buy round for NIP, and this is it. Do or die time. Early on, lots of utility to block that, blow the door open, and some Molotovs all across the map to deny aggression here from the north side. No chance at the fast play, but they're happy with that. They're playing this one slow. They know all the pressure is on NIP right now, and they're going to let the Swedes stew in it.
Yeah, I love the juxtaposition between these immediate fast plays down vent for the first 4 rounds and then just slowing it down, making NIP sweat. Already a pick for Cajun as well. He's found a frag in through that door. Re-smoke coming down, but not to facilitate North to get down towards this lower site. There's still a big gap in that smoke towards the vent, so no one abusing it here for North. They're going to go back towards Yard, set up these outside smokes, try and get a play down towards Secret here. And very, very possible, considering one of these players is already dead. You're going to have to give up a certain area, and Yard has been that area here for NIP. We have obviously a player in Heaven spotting, but very little that man can do to stop this B play. Maybe just spam through the smoke, but even then, Letcro's going to bail, and North have got control of Secret.
Plopsky, he just checked outside. He just gave it a little look, but he didn't see Kirby. He was already close beneath Hell. Now he goes back. Oh, and once again, he's just missed the timing to spot Kirby close. He has an inkling. He has a doubt that a man could be here. Plopsky will deal with that threat in the back line. Now you got to worry about the front line, and Rez has helped you out massively there. Plopsky in with 3, Rez with a double of his own. NIP, a 5th round. Now the 11-4 half was enough for NIP to take overpass to a double overtime scenario. To do that again here on Nuke, not going to be easy, but literally they've done it already. So maybe there's still a chance.
Anything is possible. And that's what NIP have to believe too, Harry, if they want to pull this comeback. But hey, baby steps, you've got to take it round by round at this point. You're not looking at the bigger picture. You're just looking at shutting down North's plays, and at least they do that in the previous. Does bolster this buy as well. Utility behind every gun, and the AWP still dormant here for NIP. Didn't get a kill in the previous round, wasn't even seen, so Twist now has somewhat of the element of surprise. Cajun getting smoked, going for that tap, but he's not Tizian. He's not going to get a kill through this. Not just yet, at least. He did get one in the previous round. North boxed in the lobby, going back outside, potentially to throw these smokes again. They do love to do that. Even if you don't commit behind them, the smokes can adjust so many CT positions once they see them go down. And there they go, but nice Molotov from Letcro. That's going to really throw a spanner in the works. Actually not. It doesn't do a thing. It doesn't change anything at all, because these smokes still land pretty perfectly. There's a slight gap in the middle, but you could realistically just jump over that, and Kievi will do so with the flash. Great spray from Letcro, finding some free damage, but he won't be able to get the kill, and he won't be able to stop North from getting lower.
And this is where you need to see a rotation, I think, from Rez, namely over towards the ramp position. That's going to allow Plopsky to start to maybe peel away. You can see them divvying those players back and forth. They decide against it. And now, Kirby being in the back line is just something that NIP have to constantly bear in mind, even as this A play is coming through. Gade with a double, and you've still got the ace up your sleeve of Kirby, the man, the lost boy towards outside, and now he's going to start to emerge from his hidey hole. Spots Plopsky up in heaven, can't quite connect the shot, but it might not matter. NIP down and out of this round, already looking like they've committed to the save, and that's going to give up map and series point, finals point for North. Man, in that interview, they were all saying how much they wanted to play in front of the home crowd. Yeah. NIP, they were the biggest beast to beat in this group. And North, they might be about to do it. One more round is all that is required.
And what a statement as well, right? 40, now 15-5. This isn't even close, Harry. Forget overpass, forget the double overtime that went down there. This is North taking names. and leaving no survivors. That being said, a couple saving in the previous round is all NIP could have mustered to afford a buy into what could be the last round of the tournament for them. Here in Group A. Oh, Slaughter Brigade. And here we go, Krieg's back out again. The buy is in for NIP, but it is lacking guns on the likes of Rez. It's going to be down on a Deeg. Standard start for North with the smokes outside to get them towards Redbox, but they're not going for the wall. It's actually coming in a little bit later. One of those smokes missing, however. Molotov did actually make a bit of a problem.
Ooh, wow, did that smoke miss? I think no. I think they just delayed throwing it to bait the Molotov out.
Potentially.
I'm pretty sure that smoke that was down in Yard was a CT smoke. That's one that CT's played when they want to play the red box, right? So, yeah, I mean, a nice little adjustment from North.
Oh, dear.
All the kills coming in their favor. Rez and Lecro have done what they can to at least make this doable, but now they've just got to sit out of this round, or at least Lecro does. Watch as Plopsky and Rez have to finish the job. He worked to start, and Rez is going to get caught in rotation by Kierby. AZ finishes off Plopsky, and that is the series. You can see how much this means to North. You can see the smiles on their faces, and what a relief. This is a team that we haven't seen look smiley in so long, but they've withered the storm, and you really do. I mean, it's heartbreaking for NIP, it really, really is, but for North, you can't help but feel happy for them. Look at this, man. They come here, they've got Gade now IGL in, they've moved things around, and they've managed to make it work.
And from Nip Magic to Nip Tragic, they will fall short of this group stage here in London, and unfortunately not going to be making their way to the finals. That being said, North joined one of the many Danish teams to be going all the way to Odense. Heroic are already there, Astralis are going to be attending, and now North joining as well. That's going to be our final game done of the night, but we do have the analyst desk and potentially an interview coming up after the break, so stick around and join Alex and Chad over on the desk.